Welcome back. We continue now. The Made in Mogale Music Festival returns to Krugersdorp Coronation Park on December 16th. So this year's festival promises to be an unforgettable experience featuring an electrifying lineup of local and national music acts. And the event will also showcase the rich cultural diversity and talent that Mogale City has to offer. Thabo Ngwenya, director of Made in Mogale Group, now joins us to chat a little bit more about the event. Good morning. Thanks, Thabo, for joining us at this hour.
Thank you for having me.
We were just chatting about the importance of Krugersdorp Boss and the feeling thereof, especially for South Africa. But the invention and the reinvention of this event for you, tell us about that journey.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for having me. I think, the whole program, or the concept rather, of our event, we come from a small community in the west of Johannesburg called Mogale City, formerly known as Krugersdorp. So we felt that the community really needed something from an arts and culture representation point of view, specifically led by the youth. So we developed a property called Made in Mogale Festival, and it's grown over the years. It's our 8th year running, so very successful 8 years, challenging at the same time. But yeah, we're really excited about the future. Do you want to
delve into that? I mean, thank you for sharing the honest truth about the behind the scenes, the setup and the challenges along the way 8 years in.
Yeah. No, it's been a difficult 8 years. I think, myself and the team all come from different spheres of the entertainment industry. So we bring in a pool of knowledge, or rather a wealth of knowledge into creating a world-class event. And I think that's what we strive for. I think South Africa, or rather Africa as a continent, has, really started to garner a lot of international recognition. We've recently seen with international artists like Chris Brown who've been headlining South Africa. But, it's great to see even artists like your Masterpiece, your Gabzas, a lot of local artists starting to index globally into different territories. So we really want to create world-class events that would mirror sort of like the global counterparts that we are in the same space with.
Yeah, the world is looking at us, and we're the magic that they're looking for. And so when you're looking at the experience that's on offer this time around, but even the lineup, how it's structured, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, but I think the lineup is a really interesting one. I think people don't buy into lineups anymore; they buy into the experience. So I think with us, we created a diversity of different artists. We have the likes of your Trompis, which is an iconic Kwaito brand. We've got the likes of your Usmaman, who's a really exciting upcoming hip-hop artist. We've got Oscar Mbo, who's a fashionista meets music creative. So it's a very diverse lineup, considering that we've got a very diverse audience. So but I think curating a lineup is quite important. And most important, it's about the experience of what you actually get there. Apart from the music, the interaction with the consumers, the interaction with the stakeholders of the community is also quite important to us.
And it just shows the universal language of music and how timeless it is as well. I want to get into how it benefits the city, the community at large, the value chain. You spoke about, youth coming together to put this and showcase what's on offer. But talk to us about the benefits economically, socially, just also empowering artists at large.
Absolutely. I mean, I think with every business property, or rather intellectual IP, there is an economic agenda. I think it's just a matter of dissecting what that economic agenda. I think we're living in an age where conscious commerce is quite on the high. You want to really create something that is compelling, that changes the community, that moves the envelope across different industries, not just in the entertainment industry. So I think it's about creating a spotlight on a specific demographic and creating opportunities of collaborating with, whether it be in the mining sector, whether it be in the tourism sector, and creating music as a tastemaker, or rather as a passion point that connects all these other industries together, and ultimately creating employment opportunities. So I think it's quite important for us to consistently create these events, because it also allows for for understanding what the value change of the economic back end would then look like, and translating into business opportunities.
You spoke about the attention being on South Africa and Africa, actually, in terms of our offering. What is the unique cultural element that's on offer? How do we add to the agency to our agency?
I think, typically as Africans, we're a very diverse bunch. More specifically, South Africa, 11 official languages, we're very diverse. So we've got quite a lot to export. You've got the likes of your Makadzi, who brings in a whole Limpopo culture into it. You've got the likes of Big Nas, who are really, championing the KZN culture. And then you've got your Trompis, who are championing Kwaito. So I think we're a very diverse country, or continent rather, and we've got quite a lot to export. I think when you look at the other different demographics or other different countries, there's only a set number of people that you can really engage with. So I think from a South Africa point of view, it's quite diverse. So we've got quite a lot to export, and I think social media has also democratized how people interact and consume content. So that has allowed us to actually break down barriers. Gone are the days where your music career would only go as far as a music store, right, a physical store. Now you put it on a digital platform, it gets consumed by a global audience. So So I think we're in a good position, and I think it's only going to grow from there.
The gatekeepers have changed.
Correct.
I actually want to look at the do's and don'ts. What's permitted? What are the rules as well ahead of the festival? Just remind us a little bit for people to be better prepared.
Absolutely. So definitely no weapons. I think we should start with that one.
Thank you.
No under 18s as well. We're going to be very strict when it comes to making sure that our patrons are, over the legal age. We're also going to make sure that there is going to be a lot of security, making sure that all the patrons feel safe. As you can imagine, it's a festive season, so we're obviously encouraging a non-drinking and driving culture. We're also encouraging community safety as well. No cooler boxes allowed at the event as well, as we'd want to monitor how the consumption patterns would then look like on the ground for the main event. Yeah. So those are just some of the points that I can touch on now, but all the other information is available all across all our social media platforms.
All right. Thank you for joining us. All the best.
Thank you.
Continue to shine. 8 years in. We'll see you after. Well, good luck for the next 8 years. Let's see where this flies. We're going to leave the conversation there this morning, getting ready for that ultimate music experience, of course, Made in Mogale Music Festival. Just in conversation with Thabo Ngwenya, director of Made in Mogale Group, of course, on what can be expected.